Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers, where the black and gold hoping to boiler up in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here at the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense takes the field. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Complete on 3rd down. At the 35, he's open. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to
defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Red pass, it's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State center.
On second down, he'll fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it down the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Noles are on the move. Power football with the run. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the offense. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Shoots it to the left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Coming after it. He's right on target. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun to give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and standing in gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
24, Purdue, 14.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Connors. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
That makes the score Florida State 31, Purdue 14.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to move it through the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. 1st down for this offense. Looking for space. It's Connors. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Loss of 1 on play.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finishes the run with the slide. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for us.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Spits it out to the back. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And the able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The lone back's got it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Quarterback now, breaking the field. And they got him for the sack. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Near the 48-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Quick handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Seminoles get enough for the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Now adjusting. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on first down. Back open in the middle. Still running at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Corner's going to give them room. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Finds a crease at the 20. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They can pick up a yard here on second down. That might put this one in the books. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking to throw. Deflected near the end zone.
30 short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Connors. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On second down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Off play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that pass picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. When